There we are then. So, hopefully you can hear me in the chat there. I'm hoping it's loud and clear on the stream at the end there. If anyone's typing or chatting in the chat. But anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to. We're back again at Interlagos. This is the second of the 3 races from the ARC World Cup. Round 3 again come to you live at Interlagos. We saw the C grade final last week. We're going to be watching the B grade final today. As we're seeing, there's some of the drivers then out on track there, just doing a little practicing before qualifying and then the actual race itself. I am Savvy, and Rascal's not joining me in the booth this week because he is racing. As you can see, he's there he is, and he's already got 1.5 second penalty. What a naughty boy he is. So it looks like I'm going to be all alone for this race, because no one wanted to hang saying about having a cool commentator with me. So I'm all alone yet again. Anyway, we're going to be looking at the teams that have finished between 5th to 8th from the time trial and the 2 previous rounds at Spa and at St. Croix. So the teams that finished from 5th to 8th are Distinct Gaming, which we see Distinct Cortez, who we saw last time at Spa. There he is. VLX Shredding there, as Cortez just gets it completely wrong out of the set of S's. Then you got this guy here, VLX Shredding, which I heard he is a very quick driver. One to look out for. Could be one of the favourites to win here tonight. We are still waiting for either Distinct Quetzal, I think I've said his name correctly, Distinct Jones, and Miyu. I think we saw Jones. Let me see. Well, there's Cortez, but no one else there as well. Next team out should be RRC DLL1 Ridiculous Racing Clowns, which should be Comrade AFC. There he is, driving the Subaru. We also got Shishi Man. There he is, just making his way out of Yunkao. We should also have Comfy User. There he is. He's going for the Honda. There should also be Ham Skewer and DLL Charles in that team. We've also got Team ARC2, which is with Darth. Matty, the gatekeeper, as we always know him. He's always driving for the Toyota this time. And also we've got Rascal in the Beetle. Rascal has had 2 very good races actually at Spa, both of them finishing on the podium. No sign of Robo or Predgy. I think Predgy will probably still be asleep, but no sign of Robo. But if Robo does decide to race, I'm probably guessing he's going to drive an Audi. And the last team is Team COT2, which has the team of COC Vibes. And also we've got Yaya, who's just coming out of the pit lane driving the Nissan. There is also Mamba Strike 1000, but I don't know. Oh, there's PSX Outlaw. Who's he driving for? Let me check. Who's Outlaw driving for? If there's anyone in the chat who knows. Oh, well. Oh, we got one person watching. That's good. We've seen Rufus, I think, race last week, I believe, if I'm correctly. Oh, who does Outlaw race? I've really forgot who does Outlaw race for. I don't know. It's just his name's not on the list, I don't see, so let me check. Not unless if he's changed his gamer tag. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't we also Outlaw at Spa? Yeah, oh, of course, man. Nah, it's coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. Of course. But what car was he driving? Oh, he was driving the Audi. Yeah, that's right, because he felt like a stone. That's right. Hopefully he'll do a lot better this race. I'm hoping he will. You know, I'm hoping that Outlaw will have a better race than Spa. I think it was like about a month ago. So, here we go then. There's a look then at Distincts Gaming VLX Shredding. So, last week's race was pretty enthralling. Hopefully, this week will be certainly more entertaining. And Rascal's put up the news there. Qualifying in 2 minutes, 10-minute session. Park at T1 when crossing the line after the time is up. I will instruct when you can return such and such. And again, the rules is the same. You know, drivers, oh, careful, shredding. Hold on that, Beetle. There you go. Good save. And again, the tyre compound is as follows. You've got a racer set on hards, mediums and softs. And hopefully, if you're going to pass someone around the outside, make it on the track instead of running them off the track like we saw last week with Lewis and Max. So, looks like the Distinct boys, it looks like they are quickest overall. First and second, Cortez in the Ferrari, 1:30.6. And Shredding's time is a 1:30.7. So, it looks like we're going to get qualifying underway. Only 11 races, unfortunately. I was hoping to see like a bigger, you know, more people in it there, but it looks like qualifying is underway now for 10 minutes. So out goes Gaia in the Nissan, followed by Cortez in the Ferrari. And it'll be a mad dash now for every car to come out on the track then. So we've got Gaia in the Nissan, Cortez in the Ferrari, Vibes in the Peugeot, Darth in the Lexus, Shredding in the Beetle, Matty in the Toyota. He's going to try and catch up with Darth, I'm reckoning. Could be a bit of fuel burning that's going to be happening. We did see it last week with Ray Bolanta, because he did a bit of fuel burning, and that got him on the pole position. So we should be seeing some drivers do probably the exact same strategy as what Bolanta did last week. And as you can see there, Darth and Shredding doing exactly the same. Here comes Shishi Man in the Aston Martin, I think that is. Then followed by Comfy in the Honda, as I said. Then you've got Rascal in the Beetle, Comrade in the Subaru. God, he's going to have to work his way through traffic. Then there is Outlaw, who's also trying to dodge and weaving his way through the traffic. Outlaw with a different kind of colour on his car. He's actually trying to get by Comrade. So Outlaw's wanting to get on with it. The only problem is he's got cars ahead of him and he wants to get by them. Yeah, so we've got a couple of drivers then doing fuel burning. So there goes Cortez. He's just coming across the line then, starting the first of the time lap. So into the centre S as he goes, downhill. Really difficult braking as well. And now into the Curva... No, that's not the Curva Grande. What is that called? That is the Curva del Sol, sorry. Little short straightaway. This is the first of 2 penalty bounds around here. The Retta Aposta. And then into the Max and Lewis corner. Descida do Lago 4 and 5. Don't touch the grass. Don't touch the tyres on the AstroTurf. Then we're going to go slightly uphill. Gets a little narrow up here. Now into 6 Ferradura. Cortez kind of hugging the inside line, and then now into turn 8. Use an awful lot of curb through that, and then into Pinarino, turn 9. This is where Ray Bolanta had his moment last week, and that's where Cortez had his moment there. Now into turn 10, Bico de Pato. Again, the rear just sliding out yet again. Now downhill to Magulo, and then slightly uphill towards Yuncao, turn 12. Is this Glock corner? And then up the hill, and then into the Subsida dos Boxes, and then into the Aquaban Cadasas, whatever you call that. This corner right here, turn 15. And then you'll see drivers going to be hugging up against the pit wall here, which Cortez leaves a little bit of room. 1:30.773 though for the Ferrari driver, and he is just about 2 tenths faster than Vibes in the Peugeot. Yaya is a quarter of a second behind his clan mate. in the Nissan. Shishiman, it goes across the line and does a 31.2. So that puts him company slowest now. Let's see what his teammate can do. His teammate can go third fastest, as well as Outlaw. He goes fourth fastest in his Audi. And there is Comfy User. Comfy User going at 7th quickest with 1:34.236, but I'm sure he'll go a lot more quicker. He's using half ABS as well, I've just noticed too. Matty is sliding his way through the centre S's. There's a bit of a logjam going on at Pinarino. That would be Cortez. So far Cortez still has the fastest time, and he is just shy of 2 tenths faster than Vibes in the Peugeot. Comrade in third in the Subaru. Outlaw in the Audi fourth. Yaya in fifth. Shishiman sixth. Comfy followed by Matty, but he's 15 seconds off the pace. That's because he is still fuel burning. Shredding as well as fuel burning. Rascal and Darth all fuel burning as well. But looks like Darth is actually going to get on with it now, and he's purple in sector 1, getting the Lexus a little sideways as Cortez pulls into the pits, as does Vibes. Comrade, so far the fastest time 1:30.773, just about 2 tenths slower than last week's time set by Ray Balanta of a 1:30.575 in the BMW. So a new set of soft tyres coming in then for Cortez and Vibes as well. Not putting any fuel in the car. Oh, Outlaw drives for COC. Okay, right. Okay, nice. And I think Cortez is just going to come out ahead of one of the... that's Comfy. That's Comfy there, just out on track there. And he has... I was going to say, he looks like he has improved a bit there to 1:31.4, which puts him 6th place now, so that's good going. Oh no, he comes out 8th now. Rascal sets the time now, 1:30.180, so that blitzes last week's qualifying time by nearly 4 tenths. Darth 3rd for ARC2. And Shredding kind of upsets the party with that, with a 1:30.601. So it's Beetle 1, Beetle 2, Lexus 3, followed by Ferrari 4th, Peugeot 5, Comrade in the Subaru is 6th, Outlaw in the Audi 7th, and Yaya in the Nissan 8th. So we've got about roughly like 7 different manufacturers in the top 8. Still Matty, still fuel burning, and he's got about 3.5 minutes to go, so he's just trying to set himself for 1 lap really in the car, and he's got a lot of space in front of him. So let's see what the gatekeeper can do with his one and only timed lap. As Rascal getting a bit of a toe off his clanmate Darth Nihilus. We just ride on board then with Rascal. Will Rascal improve, or will he go into the pits then to put on a new set of softs? Yep, Darth is as well. Cortez has gone into the pits yet again to put on another set of softs. That's the 2nd time he's come into the pits. And his teammate Shredding has also come in as well. So the first one out on track then is Vibes in the rather adventurous and colourful looking livery. And he is, again, like I said, 2 tenths slower than Cortez in the Ferrari. Nearly 8 tenths off the fastest lap set by Rascal. Comrade is only 26 thousandths off in that Subaru. There he is. The ridiculous racing clowns, RRC, sorry, I was going to say too many R's then. Quite close in qualifying actually. 1 second separating first to 8th, which is still quite close. As we're coming up then on 90 seconds to go. Gaia improves, but doesn't move up though. Oh, somebody's got... Oh, wow, Gaia's had a... Oh, wow, that's big there from Gaia. I think Outlaw also improved. Indeed, he has, but... oh, no, wait a minute. Vibes gone to second place with a 130.5. So there's a bit of movers and shakers going on. Late on in qualifying, Vibes has now put the COC car into second place. Comrade down goes into fourth with a 30.665. So Darfus went from third to fifth in an instant. Cortez now down to sixth. Yaya improved to seventh. And we've got less than a minute to go until the end of qualifying. So Rascal is going to have another lap in. Darf is going to have another lap in. And who's that behind Darf then? Who is that behind Darf? So Yaya's pretty much done with his qualifying. There's Matty. Now he's going to be doing his one lap now. Well, he's actually set a 131.8. I'm just trying to figure out who was that there. I think Vibes has got time to do another lap, I reckon. I think he is going to have time to do another lap. This will be the last lap then for Shredding. Comrade, it's going to be nip and tuck for Comrade to make it. He's got 10 seconds to go. I think he should be all right. I think his time is actually perfect. 3, 2, 1. Yep, Comrade can do another lap. Qualifying is over, so... Oh no, looks like Comrade is done. To be fair, he did cross the line with a second to spare, so technically he should have done another lap. Shishiman just comes in. He's done his qualifying. His best lap was a 131.258. Puts him 9th on the grid at the moment. But let's just see what Comfy can do. Oh, Comfy's done as well. So Shishiman might be good to stay in 9th unless Matty improves. He's just coming out of the last corner right now. So let's see what Matty can do, as well as Distinct Cortez. He's now down in 7th place. Looks like he does not improve. Matty also does not improve. So he's going to stay last on the grid. Rascal comes across the line, hugging up against the pit wall. Does he go faster? Yes, he does. By a quarter of a tenth. That's why Matty did the 134 there, because Cortez must have had a moment with him there. Oh no, Shredding has beaten it. Shredding has beaten Rascal's time by a tenth of a second with a 130.038, and that puts the Distinct Gaming team on the pole position and beats Rascal, like I said, by a tenth. Vibes went down to third, but let's see what he can do. His soft tire is looking a little bit worse for wear though, but be quite interesting to see if he does improve on his 130.505. He's got to hug all the way up against the pit wall, which he isn't doing, and it's probably going to cost him a few attempts there. So no improvement there for Vibes. He's going to start third on the grid. So there you go then. Shredding, the last dying moments, has managed to put his Beetle on pole position. So here we go then. Distinct Gaming, Shredding on the pole. Rascal, you see, they're down in 11th place, but he is going to start second. So it's a Beetle 1-2. COC Vibes in third with a 130.505. A tenth quicker than Comrade for RRC. Then Dar for ARC Team 2. It will be starting 5th on the grid. Outlaw will be starting 6th. Distinct Cortez will start 7th. Yaya will be 8th. Shishiman in 9th. Comfy User 10th. And Matty will round out the rear in 11th position. But very close timing there. Look at that. Darv to Outlaw. Only 1,000th separating those. And then you've also got Distinct Cortez, who's just half a tenth slower than Outlaw. So that's going to be very intense there. And you also got Yaya too. He may be 4 tenths slower, but we all know that Nissan is very good. If anyone saw the ARC race from Season 4, Kobu and the Nissan GTR managed to win the race. So watch out for Yaya. He could be a threat to potentially get a podium. But it is a Beetle front row, but it's going to be Shredding ahead of Le Rascal. Oh, Techno Guy's joined the room. What's he up to? So the drivers then are going to be starting changing the tyres then. So while we have a little break and have a little stock check, just more news to mention on the upcoming championships that's going to be happening on the ARC channel. Tomorrow is the return of the British touring cars. The second half of the season will get underway tomorrow. Oh, just looking at the chat there. Yes, so the second half of the BTCC Championship gets underway at Miyabi, or Kyoto Miyabi. And I'm going to be hopefully making an appearance there. Riley's done my card up. So, yeah, for the first time in like 10 months, Savvy's going to be racing. So watch out, racers, who's going to be near me. I'm going to probably take it off track because that's, you know, that's typical touring car racing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to be out on the track. I think we're going to have Rascal in the booth, and hopefully he'll have a co-commentator with him. Hoping it's Law. Could be Jerry. Not too sure yet. But, yeah, looking forward to be racing in that championship tomorrow. And also an upcoming championship that's happening very soon is the 400-lap endurance race, which the Furious 2 has conjured up. It's going to be 5 rounds of 80 laps around Fuji. Mount Panorama, I believe, is another one. I think Monza's one. I need to check the thing as well. Yeah, there's going to be over 2,200 kilometers, which in miles terms is about over 1,700 miles worth of endurance racing. So it is proper endurance racing. And as far as I know, there's been quite a number of them signed up. So if you want to take part in that, the more the merrier. You are welcome to. It's going to be done on Sundays, as usual. So we're hoping to see more faces join up for that. Hopefully we'll see any of these guys that are competing in today that will race. Meanwhile, let me get up the... Yeah, there is still spaces open. Yeah, so the first round, this is a stuck check, by the way. This is just to see if all the cars are good to go, like if there's anyone that's stuck on the grid, which hopefully everyone will be underway. So the first round will be at Fuji, 80 laps at Fuji. Round 2 will be here, Interlagos, another 80 laps around there. Round 3 will be at Monza, another 80 laps. Then Spa, 80 laps at Spa. That's going to take quite a long time. And round 5, the ending, was going to take place at Bathurst. So the first round is going to be on the 11th of December. Looks like all 11 cars are underway, which is good to see. No one's stuck on the grid. Fantastic. So like I said, the first race is going to be on the 11th of December. Then the second race will be on the 15th of January. Round 3 will be on the 12th of February. Round 4 will be the 12th of March, and on the final round it will be the 9th of April. So 80 laps around Fuji, Interlagos, Monza, Spa and Bathurst. That is the 4 ARC 400 lap champs. And sign-ups are still open as well. Oh, Outlaw's gone for a little spin out of 5. But like I said, this is just a stuck check. So everyone is underway. And we are going to get another 90 minutes of this racing soon underway. Oh, I need to send the Techno Guy an invite. Hold on a sec. Let's invite him. I think we could join his party chat. There we go. Right, good. My dog's turned over. That's good. Right, so we should be getting Techno Guy coming in very soon. The field of cars coming by. I've already just noticed a chat there. Techno Guy's in here to help. So it looks like we're going to be joined by Techno Guy in the booth very soon, hopefully. And hopefully we can hear his voice as well. And there's Outlaw. He's just crossing the line right now. There's Techno. Can you hear us, Techno? Have you got your loud mic with you? Or is it you've nicked off your brother? Have you? Alright. Well, actually, I could turn you up, actually, so... Oh, it's on your phone. Well, I can actually turn you up on this. That's the clever of having the PS5 now, is you can turn up the other guy here. So let's turn you up a bit more. Right, there we go. I think that should be a little bit better. So then, what do you think of this then? Do you think it's going to be more compelling than last week's C grade final? Oh dear. Indeed, so Rascal's going to take we're going to take a 5-minute break. So, well, in 4 minutes now. So, I don't know if you just seen the qualifying there, but Shredding just got the pole away from Rascal, but it's a Beetle front row. But who do you think will be the favourite to win? A? As in driver, to win this race. Oh, apparently, Confuser says they can't hear that they can't hear you. So I think you need to do something in your settings. I reckon. That
wasn't turned on my phone.
Oh, was it not turned on?
No,
Let's see if it...
Yeah, it was turned on the PS4, not on here.
Hold on a minute. Right, so here we go. Can you hear? Can you hear the guy now in the boot? Can you hear him now? I don't know. It'll take about 30 seconds for them to come, because obviously the I don't know.
Stream delay.
Yeah, a little delay. Aye, Comfy says we can't hear them, and Rufus says they can't hear you too. Charles is saying Rascal. Oh no, now they can hear you. Right, perfect, good. So, if you were to be out on track, what would be your tyre strategy around this then? Would you go for the hards first, or the softs, or the mediums? What would be your strategy?
From what I can tell from previous seasons, starting the harder one tends to be better when you're forced to use harder tyres. I remember in season 3, we would have always ran the softest tyre first, to make the most of speed of the soft tyre. So it depends which direction you want to go, really. Front runners, I'd say, they could pull away on the softs initially, and that takes it out the carnage behind. So maybe that's an option. I don't know. We have to see.
We'll just look at some of the drivers there. So Comfy's on the mediums. It looks like it's only going to be Cortez that's going to start on the softs. All the rest are going for mediums. Oh, in the Ferrari. Cortez and the Ferrari, the only one to start on softs. Oh no, he's changed to mediums. Tell a lie. So it looks like everyone's going to be starting either on the mediums or the hard compound tyres. So I'm probably guessing they want to go for a soft stint at the end of the run. I'd imagine. And low fuel, yes, of course. Yeah. We did see last week some drivers took a four-stop. Was it a four-stop strategy? I think they did. I think they made 4 pit stops. Some of them did 3. I don't know what's the calculations from having a 3-stop to a 4-stop is, but I'd imagine it's not that long or not that big. I don't think. I don't know.
I always feel it's the minimum anyway. You have to use all 3 compounds. Beetles could stretch that. I think Beetles very good on tyres. Like notably good on tyres. That was the big thing with season 3 and why it was so strong.
Yeah, that indeed, yeah. But Alex Rogers like winning pretty much all the races.
Yeah. Good on fuel, good on tyres. That's a big appeal of that car.
Rufus saying
7 gears.
Yeah. I think there's another car on this group that will have 7 gears, but I can't remember what it is. Damn, I forgot. I was just seeing the chat there. Can you enable all the race information and the replay for the race? We can have the replays, but we will have the lap times as well for you, and the tyres you can see on the bottom left. So, yeah, you'll get all the information on your screen. It's the same as what we will all see on there. Oh, we've got 12 people watching. Don't forget, give this race a thumbs up as well. Cortez is missing.
Can't see Cortez. What's that means? Is Cortez seen here?
Cortez is missing, so he probably can't see Cortez. So he'll probably have to figure out his cache, I reckon.
Might have to leave and rejoin.
Yeah, he'll probably, he'll have to read.
What will happen is they can't see each other, and they start kind of doing this weird ritual where they're floating on top of each other during the race, which is great. Quite distracting when it happens. So, this is a bit of a wrench in the works, to be honest.
Yeah, I think what Comfy needs to do is he'll need to leave the lobby, clear his cache, and then come back in, and then he'll see Cortez then. And I know he'll be watching the stream as well. So Comfy, if you hear this, leave the lobby, clear your cache, and then come back in, and then you'll see Cortez, no problem. Yeah. In fact, I'll show you. I'll show you if you don't know if it is. So you go up to the GT Sport. You go to Options, and then you go to Network. Delete temporary data. Delete. And there you go. And then you can clear your cache. Simple as that.
Yeah. The temporary data is nothing important there. Yeah, both Cortez and Comfy could.
Yeah, they can see 10 as well. So maybe he needs to leave too.
Well, when Comfy comes back, it might work. So we'll see.
Oh, that was a quick.
Oh, that's quick. You can do it quickly. It probably means another stock check now, in fairness. I would say just,
yeah, it could be another stock check on the...
List of fun and games of...
Oh! Yeah, Comfy's joined on Cortez's screen, so it looks like we're gonna be seeing 011 now.
Nice.
I don't know if it's just me or that guy in that blue overall with the little white bit there. Looks like he's put a bit of beef on.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, he looks at it. We're looking at Rascal's screen, but the guy on the left with the blue, he looks like he's put some beef on. He needs to lose some of that weight.
The guy crouching down, yeah?
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what to do. He's like... Yeah, that's quite a bulge on him. Like, he needs to lose some of that.
Yeah, their beating animations are fantastic, high quality, aren't they? Everyone loves GT and its bugs. Can't be like Skyrim and have funny ones. You gotta have ones that wreck your game constantly.
What was that one?
You can't be like Skyrim with funny bugs. You gotta get bugs that ruin your game constantly.
Oh,
that's how GT works.
Yeah,
it's a lovely experience.
Oh, I think Rascal's going to get on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we're not going to have a stock check. We're going to get on.
If anyone's stuck on the grid, just restart. I'd say would be the call.
Hopefully, Rascal has changed the distance back to 35. I hope.
No, it says 35.
Because that's not the first time he's done that. But anyway, so we're getting ready for the B grade final. And then, like I said, it's a Beetle front row, but it is Shredder on the pole for Distinct Gaming, Rascal second, Vibes, Comrade, Darth, Outlaw, Cortez, Yaya, Shishi, Comfy, and Matty. That completes the 11-car grid. Yes, there is 35 laps. So watch out for the lights at the gantry. When the lights go off, we will get the B grade final underway. All the engine notes rise. All the drivers either on the mediums or the hard tyres. Lights out and away we go. Good stuff from Outlaw. Comfy, did he just jump the start? Did Comfy jump the start in our Honda there? Not unless that was an absolutely blitz start from Comfy in the Honda. But anyway, into the Senna S's. All nice and tidy through there. Good to see. But Rascal's now taking the lead over Shredding, who's fallen down to third place. Could lose third now to Darth in the Lexus. So Shredding, not a good start then from the pole center. Rascal in the lead. Vibe second in the Peugeot. Darth trying to find any which way. And now they go into turn 4. Hopefully there's not going to be any Lewis Max incidents through there. That's a Subaru of Comrade and Cortez side by side out of turn 5 and now into Ferradura. And looks like that's Yaya at the back of the pack in the Nissan for Team COC. And Comrade has put his Subaru into P5. Good pass there from him. Although Cortez wants it back in the Ferrari. A little bit argy-bargy through there. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, Cortez made up 2 places now so far. That Ferrari with the start.
Oh,
someone's off the back.
Comfy. That's Comfy in the Honda. Comfy's in the Honda's gone off a little bit. But comes up right in front of his clanmate Shishi, and he's got a 1.5 second penalty, which you have to burn either on the straightaway after turn 2. It's only turn 3, the Capital So on the start finish line. But there is Matty. There's more squealage of tyres there. Shishi's gone off in the Aston.
Yeah.
So he's fallen down to 10th place, and Yaya still there back in the Nissan. So Comfy's got to burn his penalty right about here. So that's going to allow Matty to go up into P8 now. There he is.
Yeah.
So Comfy moves well out of the way. And there you go. Got to be careful because he's going to be on the racing line, actually.
I think that's on the wrong side, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was on the wrong side. Shishi having a look on the inside of Yaya. Yaya's gained 2 places now because of the penalty from Comfy. So Yaya recovering his way up through the field. Meanwhile, up front, battle for second place. Then as Vibe is trying to hold on to second from Shredding. Into turn 4 and 5. And see, Max and Lewis, that's how you defend your position. You don't run them off the track.
Yeah, I suppose it's one thing to run people off track when you're still on it, but to be fully in the run-off running people off the track was quite over the line, I think, last weekend.
I tell you what, this has got the recipe of a 20-wheel disaster for second place Vibes. Looks like he's holding up Shredding, Darth, Cortez and Comrade in the Subaru. Outlaw in 7th, just starting to struggle to keep up with these 5 cars ahead there. Vibes losing the rear out of that was Bico de Pato. But the gap between himself to Rascal 1.3 seconds. Now out of Yunkao, and now let's see if Shredding can get a run. Who was that?
Outlaw was quite squirrely coming out of there, but lost a considerable amount of time going to the hill. Just him just fading away from the main group at the front. Although I think he's on
Cortez. Cortez looking on the inside of the set of S's as Shredding's trying to go by on the inside of Vibes. But Cortez has lost out on the overtake from Darth, but May could fall. Oh, squeal of tyres there. That was Outlaw. I thought he spun the car around. Now, was that going to allow Comrade an opportunity to maybe get that 5th place on Cortez? Looks like it's not. Still side by side for second then between Vibes and Shredding. Into 4 and 5. And again, Vibes doing well, holding on to P2.
Yeah. So May have qualified 3rd, but is definitely holding up.
Darth is sticking his nose in. Darth sticking his nose in the Lexus on the inside of Shredding. Oh, and Comrade's thinking about making a look on the inside of Cortez. And has Darth got the move? He's going to have the inside for turn 10 at Bico de Pato. Shredding just about giving the Lexus driver some room. But look at Cortez. He's trying to stick his nose in the middle. Or trying to put his car on the inside and put Darth in a distinct gaming sandwich.
Yeah, I think they're hunting in packs here to try and get back together so they can move ahead, I'd say.
I think all this battling is going to allow Vibes to pull away, possibly.
Both Vibes and Rascal have pulled away at this stage because they're like, if they let Vibes get out of slipstream range, he can just clear off. So that's the only thing to keep aware for these 2 drivers.
Here we go again, and Darth to the outside of Shredding, but Distinct Cortez is going to help his clanmate to try and hold on that 3rd place into the set of S as they go yet again. Comrade's not making a look on the inside of Cortez in the first chicane. And again, Vibe starting to stretch his legs away from Shredding. But Darth looking a bit racy here so far.
Yeah, eager to get ahead, I think. This thing, Shredding's now outside of slipstream range of Vibes, I believe. 7.5 seconds? 0.75 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I guess it's saying it's still 3/4 of a second, yeah.
Yeah, so that's now he's just, a sitting duck with slipstream now on the straight, so.
Right, we'll go on board then with Comrade. He's got the best seat in the house because he can see Vibe, Shredding, Darth and Cortez all in front of him. And there is Rascal still out in front in the Beetle as Cortez nearly losing the rear in his Ferrari.
Going to the corner, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing about the Ferrari. Maybe quick, but it's very tail happy. And that was a
Very
good
good at
save from
drifting,
Cortez.
that car.
Yeah, very good at drifting. Yeah, I drove that car one time and I hated it. Darth's run
Darth
right
goes
out of
wide.
June Card. Yeah, Darth missed the braking point of June Cow, and that's Cortez's 4th position now. So it's distinct gaming 3 and 4, and they're still trying to catch vibes in the Peugeot.
Outlaw's going to be a problem for this group because he's on the hard tires. So the fact that they're not pulling away from him on their medium stint is just opening up free time for him the second stint.
Oh, is Darth going to have a look again on the inside, the second part of the ZS as he's retaking the 4th spot. Now, what can Cortez do? He's trying to stick, the Comrade trying to put his Subaru around the outside of the Ferrari onto the Retta Opposta, and he's got 5th place. And Cortez has lost 2 positions in a couple of corners. Oh, and just sort of gets into the back of Comrade. That was a bit of a push to pass, I reckon. Yeah, he's slowing down. He's slowing down to let the position go by. So now that battle has now gone down to 3 cars now, with the incident with Cortez and Comrade, and now Outlaw can smell a top 5 here.
Very much so, and he's on the hard tires, remember, so he's on the slowest stint currently. The one you want to get out of the way, essentially, when you don't want to be on for much longer. So the fact that he can very easily jump with an undercut now on these 2 cars. When he next comes in.
Have a look further through the field then. Comfy has gained 8th place back then, so Matty's been relegated to 9th, and here comes Yaya. He's catching up then on the back of Matty, riding on board with the COC driver, a little bit sideways out of Magulo, and gives Matty a little bump, a little bit of a BTCC pass there, and loses the rear big time.
Yeah,
kept it going.
That's the interesting one there. Matty does have a reputation there as he's being difficult to pass now, in fairness. It's definitely a reputation of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
Could have his work cut out here, Yar. Next one.
Well, Comfy managed to get by the gatekeeper, no problem, and looks like he's putting away now. So he's got 7 seconds to catch up to Outlaw in the Audi. And let's see, Outlaws, he looks like he is starting to maybe, he's just there or thereabouts, hanging on to the tail of Comrade and Distinct, but it actually looks like that Comrade is catching up with Darth just ahead. So we could have like a 6-car battle now for 2nd place potentially, but still Vibes leading the way with Shredding and Darth, and Comrade is catching.
Yeah, Outlaw's being pulled through this by the car ahead. He's got into their slipstream range, so that's great for him, really. That probably should be a worry for drivers around going forward. I'm just noticing is Comfy using weak ABS for you?
Yep, he is. Yep, and Shishiman is also as well. Yeah, someone else also said that. Someone said that in the chat earlier. Yeah, someone has said they are very brave to put half ABS on. And there's the other guy we're looking at, Shishiman. He's also using half ABS.
Yeah. I seriously respect that, but I'm not sure it's the fastest way to go about things. I definitely saw Comfy had a lock up in Young Cow there. Oh,
penalty for Comfy. He's going to serve it. Now he's going to fall into the clutches of Yaya, who has found a way by Matty.
When did that happen?
Must have been earlier this lap. Now then, here we go then. Comrade under pressure now from Cortez into turn 4. The Ferrari sliding the rear on the exit. And again, they're going to lose a lot of ground then to Darth just ahead. And again, Outlaw is there or thereabouts. Hoping there to pick up the pieces of those 2 make contact, which there was slightly bit of contact there going into Ferradura.
Yeah, definitely a bit of rubbing there, but looks all okay.
And I think also too, as you can just see further forward there, Darth trying to attack Shredding for the 3rd position. So with Shredding and Darth battling, it's going to enable Conrad, Cortez and Outlaw to catch them back up again.
And he's really on his bumper there, like through those two hairpins. But the question is, I'm not sure, is the Lexus or the Beetle faster on straight?
I think it'll be the I don't know. Let's have a look then. So we're just seeing them with Rascal. He's going 158. The thing is though with Darfus, he's got to be in the toe, so he's got to be quicker, isn't he? Shredding to the inside, into the centre. S is on Vibes. Oh, what's that bit of contact? Oh, and Darf, free abreast.
Contact there.
Oh, Shredding getting all four wheels locking up there. The smoke kicking up there from the Beetle. Oh, we're going to have a look at a replay there.
A replay well earned, I think.
Oh, I think Shredding made a late pass. Like, he dived out really late there. That really got all messy. But Shredding pulled out right at the last minute, caught Vibes unaware, and then just kind of slid into him, I reckon. I mean, back in live action, Darfus now into P3. What were you going to say?
I was saying, back in the current situation, Darfus passed Shredding there in turn 4. That's Comrade gone around the outside of Shredding.
Oh, and Shredding's lost a lot of momentum here. In NASCAR terminology, he's been clotheslined. He is shuffled all the way down to 6th place. Could be 7th.
I love those analogies, Savage.
Well, that's what it means, clotheslined.
When cars are this close together, you get passed by one car, it kind of opens you up and puts you offline, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of forced his way through there in turn 4 and really set Shredding on the back foot for Shredding there.
That's what the NASCAR commentators say. He got hung out to dry, and that's what happened. He has lost 4 places now because of that one lap alone. Now, meanwhile, it looks like Darf is under some heavy pressure then from Comrade in the Subaru, who's got some good pace in that car. Darf using the mediums, Comrade also on the mediums, Cortez also on mediums, followed by Outlaw on the hards and Shredding. And look at, that right front is looking a little bit worse for wear, and he runs a little wide out of 2. So Shredding is starting to struggle with using these tyres. He's got to be pitting very soon. He's got a 2.5 second penalty, so to make it even worse, Shredding has got quite a hefty penalty.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours sometimes, and this what seems to be happening right now for Shredding, unfortunately.
Meanwhile,
he was so much pace, you know.
Yeah,
to shuffle back that.
Rascal was saying to me in the bike. Oh, what?
You never know what happens, but that's not. I'm sure that's not what he wants to see at the end of this thing. Go that way.
But it's just the plan's got all wrong here for Shredding. Started on the pole, he's down to 7th. He's got a 2-second penalty. He will still stay ahead of Comfy. He's nearly 10 seconds ahead of him. In fact, more than anything, Yaya is actually catching with Comfy. Let's ride on board then with Yaya. And he is catching to Comfy in P8. Honda versus Nissan. 2 Japanese manufacturers in it. 2 different teams.
What you can see as well is the difference in tyre degradation. I'd say it's mainly due to the ABS preventing any front locking for Yar by comparison. Or is Yar pitted? He's on hard. Oh no, he's on hards. That's why it's different.
Shredding makes his first pit stop.
I'm a Joe.
Oh, looks like Comfy's going to go in as well. So 2 guys making their pit stops. Now it's going to be interesting to see what Shredding can do. There he is. He's just gone into the pits to then. So lap 9 out of 35. 2 guys already in. Meanwhile, we haven't forgot about Rascal. He's just, back at the ranch, top of the... He's just popped off from the rest of the field. As this scrap for 3rd place is really going on hammer and tongs here. Oh, Cortez there shoving his Ferrari there and pushes Comrade out wide there. And the Comrade did not appreciate that.
Well, how'd you know? You can't ask him. Yeah. I actually... Oh, that Vibes all over the place there. He had a lot of oversteer in turn 4, so... Oh,
and look at Outlaw. He's on the outside. Help. Oh, Darf is at the 2nd now. Just when we were on a replay...
Vibes got a heap of oversteer.
Oh, he braked. We were just caught the replay with Vibes. He was on the brakes at turn 10 and he put wheels on the grass and it made him spin a half spin. So it's ARC Team 2 1-2 now, and Vibes, who's pretty much been 2nd, down to 3rd.
Yeah, Vibes held that extremely well in fairness. That's like a tick to the
Oh,
wall for most people.
and he nearly got
He's
into the
just
back
got
of Darth. And now watch
yeah,
out for the Subaru Comrade.
he's only that.
And watch out for Outlaw. He could have two positions in one here.
Yeah, I think Conrad knew he was going to end up on the curve there. No
Oh,
matter
there's
what.
not a lot of racing room there. Oh, Vibe's doing so well. And again, there's more contact with Comrade and Outlaw. I tell you what, there's no love lost between those two at this rate. Oh, no, it's actually Cortez. My bad. Yeah, there's on board now with Cortez. And any which way you go, you can't find anywhere to go buy any cars. Oh, God, again, the rear stepping out.
Yeah, remember Outlaw has harder compound tires than the other runners around him, so he's loving this. He's right where he wants to be.
Yeah, he's going to be in a good position as he
He's
dives
actually
the
going for a
inside.
move.
He's dived on the inside at turn 10. And that's
Really
him up
nice.
to fourth position. And this is what Outlaw needed, because I was mentioning about him at the Spa race, because he had such a good first stint and then he just drifted away at the end. So this is some good redemption, this, from Outlaw.
Yeah, like he's got the harder compound on right now, so he's in an advantageous position.
He's going to get third place on Vibes to now.
Fair place.
He's got it as well.
Well,
He's got it as
very
well.
close.
Well, it's going to be into the lead now, because the leaders, Darth and Rascal, have all gone into the pit lane. So this is the battle now for the lead. And Outlaw has gone up from like fifth to leading the race right now.
Yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean that when he pits he'll still be in the lead, but he is in a very good position now that he's getting the hard stint out the way, the slow stint, and he's somehow cleared all his competition.
And
So,
Vibes is right front. He should be pitting this time by, I reckon. Anyway, Rascal's gone out onto a set of hards. What is Comfy's also on the hards?
Vibes has definitely reached the fall-off point. He's just lost a place to Comrade there.
Yeah, so Audi 1, Subaru 2, Peugeot 3, and you got the Nissan of COC other driver Gaia now up into fourth place, but he has yet to make a pit stop. Shishiman has also yet to pit. He's got a 3.4 second penalty.
Yeah, well, Yaya is also on the hard compound tires as well, so that's extremely beneficial for him.
Looks like he's sort of struggling a little bit too. Again, the rear sliding out there, but Rascal has got a bit of a problem here because he's got Shishiman. So this is not what Rascal wanted to see, is not having some clear air, which he wanted. But the only problem is he's got to get by Shishi now.
And he's on the hard compound tires. That's maybe not going to be the easiest thing in the world to do, unfortunately, for Rascal.
Yeah, Rascal's got
to... It's very difficult to find your gap where you're going into. In these
he's got him now.
So.
Yeah, he planned that move there. He was going to take a wide round out of Magulo to cut back on the inside of Shishiman, so that's what he's done. So hopefully he's not lost too much time. Vibes and Comrade then will make their first pit stop, and they are going to be behind, I'd imagine, Darth. Now, it was actually Cortez. Cortez has actually also jumped Darth. Now, Cortez has gone into the softs.
Which could be great for Cortez as well, because if he can really make time up here, then he's in a fantastic position to get up to second or third. Where is Shredding gone?
Shredding is still down. He's up into seventh place, but he's on the hard tyres now. He's on the hard tyres.
He's doing what could only be described as the mandatory stints that no one wants to do on those tires. It's all about minimising your time on the slowest tyre, but also not losing time pitting.
And
so
he comes out
the stint, and damage limitation. It always is with that compound.
And he's going to come. Comrade is out in seventh place, and he's just ahead of Shredding, who is done 3 more laps than what Comrade has done. Darth in sixth now. But
Cortez... Shredding has survived the ordeal he had there, because remember he was a good bit behind Comrade after all that happened. So
another penalty for Comfy.
He's had some decent running in clean air, I'd say, to catch up there, which is good for him.
Fortunately,
not all over just yet.
The bad news there for Comfy, he's picked up another penalty. So, oh god, there's some locking up. That's also the disadvantages of having half ABS on there. You get the wheels all locked up. I mean, fair play for him for trying this. I mean, it's a very brave strategy, but...
It is supposed to be faster over one lap, apparently, using the ABS, because you can get more braking power going to corners. However, you know, outside of qualifying, it's a bit risky.
No, he's going to...
You're going to have increased tyre degradation in the end of the day.
Oh, what's happened to Shishi? Shishi's just said thank you there. We're going to have a look at a replay. Oh, Cortez, did he come up on Shishi on the brakes?
I'm guessing that might be a bit of sarcasm there. That's my observation. However, drivers are reminded you're not supposed to be using chat.
I was just looking on board there, and it did look like to me that Cortez came up under the brakes on Shishi, man. Nowhere for him to go. But again, that's also for the stewards to contend with.
Well, I'm not really looking forward to that.
No.
That'd be a fun post, right? If it happens.
Anyway. She must be... He'll have to probably make a pit stop right now, because the front tyres are especially gone, and you can see he's really struggling to keep a hold of that car now, so I would expect to see Shishi making a pit stop. Outlaw, though, still leading the way, 18 seconds. He's yet to make a pit stop over Yaya, but Rascal's there hunting him down on the fresher, harder tyres.
Well, again, Yaya is kind of out of position with respect to where he was. Outlaw isn't really. Like, he's in the front group anyway, so Yaya could actually be planning to hold up Rascal here. And also
Cortez is catching up with Rascal, even though Rascal is on the slower compound tyres. But I don't think that will be too cause of a concern for Rascal, because he will have the soft tyres on his last stint. But Cortez is putting fastest lap after fastest lap. And in fact, Rascal is all over the back of Yaya now. So Rascal's he's got to get by Yaya in a hurry, I reckon.
Yeah, Yaya is going to put every defensive move he possibly can on Rascal now for the next few laps to try and keep him behind.
I wonder
if Outlaw and Yaya are in the same team, I think.
Yaya is on the same team as Vibes, and Yaya again losing the rear out of that was Pinarino, and Rascal's through. So Rascal's back up into P2. Yaya could fall into the clutches of Cortez, and he is really catching up now to Rascal.
Yeah, for Cortez, he has to get past Yaya here in the straight, really. Especially if he's got the softer compound tyres. Yeah, he's right there in the slipstream there, look.
Is Yaya going to pit?
Gaining.
No, Yaya stays out and does another lap.
Flat G here is very strong here. Remember season 4 won the race?
Yeah, I said that at the start of the race. Before the start of the race, there were Kobu winning this race on this track with this car. With the GTR. Anyway, Cortez is now up into P3. And he's now within slipstream distance of Rascal, as Shishiman will make his first pit stop. So, by my reckoning, I think we've only got Outlaw and Yaya to have yet made a pit stop.
Yeah. Question is, will Rascal let Cortez go, or is he going to fight this? Because Rascal could be racing with Outlaw right now. It's difficult to know who his main target is going to be in the final stint.
Yeah, Cortez is going to try and find any which way by on Rascal.
Looks like he's defending anyway, so he doesn't want to Cortez getting by.
Here we go then. Is Cortez going to pull out a pass? No, he's going to stick him behind Rascal. But you can just feel that there's going to be a change for position very soon. I think this could be the move then, going into Yunkao.
Kind of has to happen.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, so Cortez up into second place. He is on the faster tyre than Rascal.
But again here, Rascal can save fuel behind him. So, it depends on how calculated that was. But I think that was always going to happen, to be honest with you. There's a tyre delta there.
In fairness though, I think Outlaw's losing nearly 3 seconds a lap on the guys behind. You see his lap times as consist. The last 5 laps have been in the 33. Now what's happened?
Rascal into Cortez there in turn 1.
So look then at a replay. Tries to think about making a move. Oh. I mean, the door was open, and yeah, Rascal wasn't legitimately beside him, wasn't he?
It's where the contact happened. So that's halfway along the side. It's not the best move, we'll say. So that would be most likely investigated after race, I'd say.
I mean, he didn't gain a position, and he did back off to give the position back.
Yeah,
but
so
yeah,
it's
I mean,
not a push to pass.
Yeah, the move was never on in the first place.
Yeah.
It was just trying to fake him out of a pass.
The nature of the penalties here, like we do look at the amount of time lost by the car that's affected as well in Cortez with lost time. So that's anyway. But however, I'm not steering right now.
So we're just going to be starting the second half of the race then. So we'll give you a rundown then. So Outlaw has still yet to make a pit stop, but he will be pitting very, very soon. The gap between himself to now Cortez in second place is now 16 seconds. From Cortez to Rascal was 2.1. They two have both yet made a pit stop. Have made the pit stop. Gaia is coming into the pit lane to make his first stop. So that's going to enable Darth to move back up into fourth position. Comrade in the Subaru in fifth, legitly now with Yaya's pit stop. Shredding should move up to sixth now. Vibes, who we did see up in the top two for the majority of the race, looks like he fueled all the way up to the top, and he's all the way down now in seventh place. So he's a big loser out of the first pit stops. Matty in eighth. But he's been on 7 laps tyres. Well, he's been in the pits. I think it was lap 11, I think, on the screen there. Comfy in ninth. Yaya's probably going to come out in 10th place. And Shishiman, who has only just made his pit stop, is down in 11th place. But he's now on the hard tyres.
Looks like Yaya's going to come out very, very far clear of Shishiman there, so...
So Outlaw should be pitted in this time by. And again, just consistent 133, 134s. So he's going to get the hard tyres out the way. Wonder what tyres he'll go to now. He will lose the lead. He'll probably come out probably around where Darth is, I reckon.
I think one of the fantastic things about GT is the fact there's no pit limiter at all. So you just fly in there full speed. Especially on a track like this.
Oh yeah.
After a very long straight going to the pit lane. Interlagos is interesting because it does have an Indy style pit lane in that it's full speed and just a concrete wall coming into it.
And it's a long pit exit too. Right, so let's have a look then at this battle for third place. So Darth and Comrade both on the hard tyres. And I think that's the only real close battle, I think, as Outlaw comes out. He's just gone into... so Shredden, he's gone up into P5. So Outlaw will probably come out potentially just ahead of Vibes in P6. Out he goes there. And Outlaw's on the medium tyres and Vibes on the hard tyres. So Outlaw could potentially slip a podium, I reckon.
Oh, easily. Like he's only got the softer tyres to go now. Like this is where he has the speed. So he's really minimised the damage of a hard stint and hasn't lost anything out. And I think he's actually gained. So he's definitely in serious contention here.
He's 5 seconds down the road from Shredding. Well, just ahead, sorry. But I think Shredding is slowly catching up to Comrade, who is slowly catching up to Darth in that Lexus. It looks like that Lexus is second stint on those hard tyres. It's definitely a handful driving that Lexus on the hard tyres, because Comrade is catching in the Subaru. Cortez comes in, so that will enable Rascal back into the lead. Now, was Cortez gonna... Yeah, looking at those tyres there, that was quite a short stint on the soft tyres. That's probably like 6 laps.
Yeah, that was you really grenaded that stint, I think. So that's going for pure speed, Cortez.
No,
like
he has got
mediums now, is it?
Well, it has to be mediums because did he start on hards? I can't remember what tyres he started on now. I think it was on the mediums he started on.
No, it's hard tyres.
He's put on a fresh set of softs.
No, he's got new softs. So you're just gonna go that and do another voice.
Okay. Oh, that's my stepmom barking away in the background. Sorry for that. So then Rascal in the lead, Darth back up into second place, but his second place could be under pressure now from Comrade. And Shredding is there too, 3.2 seconds back of Comrade. Outlaw now out in fifth place and is slowly catching to Shredding. He's pulling away from Vibes in sixth in the Peugeot. Matty in seventh, Comfy in eighth, Cortez in ninth, Yaya 10th, and Shishiman bring out the rear in 11th place in the Aston for RRC. I think the only real close battle out there than now is, I'm just trying to look his way through the field, is the battle between Comrade to Darth. There's only, well, Comrade is now within slipstream distance, so let's ride on board with the RRC driver into 15 and then onto the start finish line, and watch that gap disintegrate. 4.8, 4.6, 4.5, 4.4, 4.3. Not that much of a long run up then into the centre S's, as Shredding will make his second stop, get those hard tyres now out of the way. Matty's run on fumes as he makes his second stop. Now here comes Comrade. He's going to figure out a pass there. Darth puts a bit of a block on him. Like a sharp block. Now then, Comrade sticking his Subaru there on the inside of Darth, and that is P2 there for Comrade.
Well done to Comrade there. So RRC in P2 then, is it?
Yeah, that's Comrade now into a net P2.
Perfect.
Yeah, so
yeah, sorry about the dog, by the way.
Outlaw.
It's very exciting when someone's at the door. How did that Subaru go? It's such a strange pick, and see it do so well. It's fantastic.
Maybe we could see more of this car then for season 6 at the GR3s, possibly. Because he's pulling away. He's pulling away from Darth.
I think after season 3 time trial, no one touched that thing. I've never seen it come up on a choice list.
Darth's getting a good tool though on the straightaway. Braking really late into the set of S's, which Darth really gets the back of Comrade. So Comrade doing RRC very proud. His other teammates Comfy is just making his second stop. He's down in 7th. And we also noticed there too Shushiman down in last place. But it's still quite early days. There's like another 13 laps left until the end of this race. So, you know, what have I pushed there? Oops, daisy. Sorry, Shishiman is now up into 10th place with Matty's second stop. Now he is on the soft tyres. Comfy will be in, just putting fuel now in the car.
So where did Cortez end up? Sixth?
Cortez is now in 6th place, doing a second stint on the soft tyres.
He needs to get more still that car, but I'm not so sure about that strategy requiring a third pit stop now.
Yeah, he's going to do a third stop, but he'll have to go into hard tyres, because I think Rufus said he started on the mediums.
Yeah, the pit delta is absolutely savage around here. So like, it's just the question is, I'd say he probably reckons he has the speed to catch up. Though in fairness, he's probably correct in that assessment.
Well, he's catching Vibes in a hurry. His Comrade will make his second stop.
That's the fast lap again. So that's
fastest lap by nearly 4 tenths.
Yeah, he can pump out like seriously quick lap times at the moment.
Yeah, his fuel's about 45%, 40% possibly. So he's trying to pull out fast lap after fastest lap to try and somehow maybe get a potential podium, but you know, Outlaw now up into P3. Yeah. I was just saying that Outlaw's now catching Darth in that Lexus. Comrade comes out with a set of softs now, so he's used all 3 stints. Tyres compound, sorry.
Yeah. And this can be the fast stint for him. So, the question is whether people pit again.
And now, meanwhile, as Outlaw has a look on the inside at turn 10 at Darth, makes a little contact. Cortez is side by side with Vibes out of and just going into turn 10. And he's going to dive up on the inside really late at Bico to Pato on Vibes. Vibes gives him the room. Vibes losing the rear out of the corner. Now into Magulo, the downhill left-hander. Then going around the outside into Yunkao, and Vibes just lets him by.
Yeah. I suppose Vibes in the hard tyres versus Cortez on the softs there as well. So, like, in terms of even cornering speed, Vibes would have to go slower. He's got no choice. Hasn't enough grip. So that's Cortez up into 4th.
And now Outlaw's trying to go on second around the outside of the set of S's. That's a beautiful pass from Outlaw. That's a superb pass.
Very unusual to see something actually work around the outside as well there. That's very impressive.
Here's another replay then. Darth gives him the room on the outside, converts the inside. Job done, P2. And now Rascal ahead, but he will be quite a far bit away. 15 seconds to be exact. But Outlaw is showing some superb race pace, and obviously the strategy is definitely working in that Audi. He struggled at Spa in the first round, so this is fantastic here from Outlaw.
Yeah, Outlaw's a softer compound than Rascal here. So until both pit the softs, this is time to make an advantage, essentially. Or take the advantage. I think Rascal needs to pit again, doesn't he?
Yeah, Rascal will need to pit again because he's only on the... well, he should be pitting maybe this time by or next time by, which he will put on to the soft tyres, I reckon. In fact, Rascal's coming in right now.
Yeah, it depends on how much you tested and what length he feels the softs can go and be effective.
And Darth will be pitting this time too.
Yeah, I'd say Outlaw most likely is going to optimise for being as fast as he can on the softs, because that Audi eats tyres, you know.
So Outlaw
loves a bit of rubber, that car.
Yeah.
Tasty rubber.
So Outlaw in the lead. Cortez on the soft tyres. He's going to move up into second place. Vibes into third, but on the hard tyres. And Rascal does come out now onto the soft tyres, which Darth will do as well. 58% over for Darth in the Beetle at Rascal. So he's got 10 laps on the set of softs here. And more crucially though for Rascal, he comes up with clear air. He didn't want anyone behind, right in front of him. So that's good then for Rascal. Shredding now up into P5, but is under some pressure now from Yaya. He's got some decent pace in that Nissan now. So Shredding under a lot of pressure now from the COC driver.
I think as well, Gaia is going to be going on the softs, so, you know, Shredding really needs to...
I think Shredding... Oh, Shredding's using his soft tyres, isn't he?
That's what I'm saying, so, like, that's going to be... when Gaia switches to soft. Although I think...
Comrade's coming.
3 pit stops?
Shredding's done 2 stops. He started on the mediums, I think it was. And now he's on the soft tyres.
Oh no, done the hard stint.
I don't think he has. I don't think he has.
It's hard to keep track.
It's hard to remember all these tyre strategies and what have you. It definitely is. Anyway, Comrade is all over the back of Yaya now, so battle for 6th place then. It was Yaya was all over the back of Shredding. Now he's got to be focusing on the guy behind his Comrade as he's going to dive out to the inside into the set S's. Late braking through there as the brake dots glow there, and that is a nice clean position change. So Comrade now into 6th place.
As Martin Run might say, that's a bit of a mugging there, because obviously Comrade's on a much softer compound of tyres. But he came from so far back, just made it work. He's well ahead before he even hit the apex of the corner.
Oh, just slightly touches the Astro.
Great overtake. No, great overtake.
Yeah, it was yeah. And now he's got 2.2 seconds to catch up with Shredding on slightly worn soft tyres. But Shredding has got about, I want to say that's about 15% of fuel in. Comrade has got, definitely more than 50% of fuel in the car. He's already gained 2 tenths alone on this lap to the pole sitter. And meanwhile, battle for third place then is Vibes is yet to make his second stop, and Rascal goes to the inside, and that is third place now for Rascal.
Yeah.
So Vibes, who hasn't gone onto a set of soft tyres yet, although fair play, he's going to try and go around the outside of Rascal, side by side across the stripe, into the set of S's, Beetle on the inside, Peugeot on the outside, and Rascal just holds on to that P3. Now, what lap times are Cortez is doing? Cortez is down to the 31s now. So, again, the soft tyres are giving way now. Starting to put some wear on him. Outlaw is still doing 32s, but he is on the slightly slower tyres than Cortez. But the gap is slowly coming down. Less than 6 seconds now. And there's about 8 laps to go. So, Outlaw, who hasn't made the second stop, leads the way. Cortez, who's going for a free stop, is in second. Rascal, who I'm probably guessing has done his stints, is in P3. Vibes, who's not yet made his second stop, is in fourth. Shredding in fifth, but he will be pitting probably this time by. Comrade in sixth, but I'm reckoning he's good to go until the end of the finish, I think. Yaya, who has not yet made his second stop. Darth in eighth, who has made his second stop, so he is onto the soft tyres now. Matty in ninth, but he looks like he's going to be pitting this time by. Comfy in 10th for RRC and his fellow clanmate Shishiman. The 2 drivers then on half ABS, then down in 10th and 11th. But Shishiman's actually done a 131.2, which is good going. Which is actually 7 tenths quicker than Comfy in 10th position. I think just slightly slower than Matty in the full ABS car. Or settings. So that's a good lap time actually from Shishi.
Yeah, especially when they had to like modulate the brake going into corners as well, because they can apply more brake when downforce that peak, but as you get closer and slower, they have to kind of ease off the brake. It's a lot more complicated to do, a lot more thought involved in that style of driving. So it's impressive to even be where they are, put it that way.
Shredding comes in then to make his last pit stop, so he will go on to whatever tyres that he hasn't raced on yet. Is it hards or was it mediums?
Yeah, I told you he'd done his hards earlier, so that's the second soft stint he's come to.
Well, he hasn't done his medium stint yet then?
No, he starts on mediums.
Yes, that's right, yeah. And then meanwhile, the gap from Outlaw.
Go on. Strange, though. He's over a minute behind now. Where's he lost all that time?
Well, Outlaw's still yet to pit. Cortez is going to be pitted this time by, I reckon, to put on the mediums. Yep, in the O's.
Yeah, that's not. You don't lose a minute pitting, you know. Like he wasn't that far off Outlaw in the opening stint, so I'm not sure. He must have got caught up in traffic at some stage. Be that far back.
Oh, has he fueled all the way to the top? It's at 50%. I think he could have put in about maybe 10% less in. He would have been all right then. He would have come out ahead of Comfy for sure. But let's see what driver Shredding will do. Let's see what his distinct teammate will do.
Yaya versus Darth there in the pit straight.
Oh yeah, into the set of S's. Yaya's gone through.
Sure.
Cortez hasn't done his hard tyres. Go on.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was ahead before that, but Darth's come out the corner ahead of him.
Oh, Darth is ahead of Yaya, just across the stripe. And again, the speed of the GTR was enough to go ahead of Darth just for a teensy bit. And then Darth protects the position in the set of S's. So, Yaya, good effort that, but just couldn't get by Darth like what Outlaw did around the outside. So, Darth just holding on to P5. Now, Cortez is on the hard tyres, so he did start race on mediums, like what Rufus has said in the chat. So he's got his free stint, the tyre compounds out of the way. And Shredding starting to catch up on Comfy as Matty makes his last stop. About 6 laps to go. Outlaw then into the pit lane, so he's going to come out probably just ahead of Vibes in the Peugeot, who is coming under some pressure from Conrad in 4th place. So we could have a potential 3-car battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th effectively.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting now.
I think the one that's going to... Oh, Vibes is in. Vibes is in.
Yeah, Rascal's probably clear now. Yeah, Vibes still had a soft stint to go, I think. But,
and Conrad's done his 3 stints of tyres, but he's probably going to be worse off because his soft tyres are going to fall off the cliff, especially in the last 2 laps or so.
Yeah. So what Conrad needs hope is that he's built up enough a gap to defend now for the next while.
Yeah, he's dropped into.
See if he can do that.
He's nearly dropped into the 32s now. As Conrad, his last lap was a 31.9, whereas Rascal's doing mid 31s. He's just dropped into the 31s as well. Yaya's making his last stop. So where's Vibes going to come out? Then Yaya's onto the soft tyres. Vibes is going to come out on the softs. Has he actually gone out? Is Yaya going to head out of Vibes? Oh no, sorry. Vibes has come out just behind Shredding.
Yeah, it's just the pit lane is so weird how it shows where people are. Yaya's out in 9th and Vibes 9th.
Battle then for 10th place then between Matty and Shishiman. Shishiman looking the more confident out of the 2. Let's ride on board then with Shishi in the Aston. Just trying to catch up to Matty in 10th.
Has Shishi gained on Matty?
He has. He definitely has. Although Matty has only just pitted. So he's just probably gone out a couple of laps on those tyres. Which tyres is he on? He's on a new set of softs. So battle for 10th place. It's like battles everywhere you look. I mean, if you want to look up ahead with Vibes, because Comfy is coming under suppression now from Shredding and Vibes. Comfy, I believe, has not yet made his last stop, I think. No, he has, hasn't he?
Kick off big time. No, I think he's used all contact. Yeah, where Comfy's going to try and hold off until... For that. It's going to be a big ass to hold off.
Oh, lunge.
No, he made it. I think he made it through there.
Yeah, he made it clean. Nice and clean.
Yeah. He's alongside on the braking, so it wasn't...
Now watch out for Vibes, because he's going to get the run now on the straightaway. And Comfy not really putting that much of a block or defence of that position, and that's P7, that's job done for Vibes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, both Vibes and Shedding just switched just those new sets off, so it would have been a serious ordeal for Comfy people behind. I think he'd be more focused than Yar is. If Yar can make up 10 seconds, which he could, given the tyre dog, the tyre degradation levels.
Another guy catching this Outlaw, he's catching to Conrad. So potential battle for second place could be happening very soon. Outlaw on the fresher softs than Conrad. In fact, Outlaw setting the fastest lap of the race there with a 1:30.118. Compared to a 1:32.6 there from Conrad, so that's 2.5 seconds gained.
Yeah, Outlaw's a man on the mission right now, and I think I suppose Cortez probably won't catch Darth due to the hard compound tyre versus soft.
Yeah, Darth's softs are looking not that good here, so Conrad would be good here potentially for 3rd place.
Oh, Shredding versus Vibes here for P6. They were level for moments in the straight there.
Distinct Gaming versus COC then, 6th and 7th respectively. Shredding goes right over to the left hand side of the track.
Are we going to see a Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton here?
No, I think these drivers are... Oh, nearly.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Williams Kakolaga just said. They're still cleaner than Verstappen.
Yeah, definitely cleaner, yeah.
Actually, Vibes set his fastest lap.
Yeah, no, Vibes is really quick right now. He's obviously on the pressure that's soft.
He's all over the back of Shredding now, into turn 10. Shredding tries to put his car in the middle of the track there, trying to block the pass from Vibe, making it on the inside. Now Vibe seems to get a good run then out of Magulu. Maybe took the wide approach and then maybe cut back on the inside, which that would have been a smarter choice there. Oh, Shredding all 4 wheels locked up now.
I think Vibes touched him there going into the corner.
Well, we'll have a look at a replay. Yeah, there was a bump there at turn 10.
Yeah. And Vibes is now passed with that advantage he's gained.
Here's a replay.
What happens after that. But,
oh, yeah, there could have been a bit of a bump, maybe. But it was before the braking point.
Yeah,
it was before they both braked.
The car on the braking.
Yeah. So maybe Shredding could be a little bit aggrieved by that. Could be a push to pass.
Exactly what I'd be thinking, yeah. That's that looked like to me, like that he's gotten past Shredding anyway. Shredding tried to force the issue into turn 1 but didn't really pay off for him, so.
Meanwhile, Outlaw has got up into second place. I just noticed there, so Outlaw, yeah, we did miss it, yeah, we did. And Darth is 6 seconds back, so Comrade could be safe here for P3.
I'd say that Rascal's out of reach now because Outlaw is only 1 second or 2 seconds quicker than a lap. You think there's laps left for Outlaw to catch now.
So Rascal started second on the grid, was leading going into the set of S's, and he's never looked back since. 13 seconds is his advantage over Law, who's still turning in 1 minute 30 laps. But second is probably the best that Outlaw can do. Comrade will settle for third place and a solid podium then for RRC. Darth for ARC2 looks like he's going to finish in 4th place. Cortez...
Not necessarily. It looks like Darth is struggling on those tyres. Like, the time is going down. The question is, will Darth be able to hold this? Like, how much
2 laps
faster
to go.
Can Cortez go?
Well, like, Darth's last lap time was a 33.2, and Cortez's lap time was a 31.9 on a set of hard tyres in the 31s.
Yeah, they're not going to degrade, so I'd say he smells blood there. He knows that they're going to keep getting slower. There's nothing he can do about that. The tyres are gone. He's over the cliff now.
I mean, definitely the gap is coming down, but it might be too big of a gap to close to Darth, I reckon. 3.3.
Meanwhile, Gaia versus Confi. The battle for 8th position.
Yeah, it's
that is definitely going to come down right to the wire.
Yeah, Comfy on. Especially look at the right front of that Honda is definitely not looking too good. Whereas Yaya, he's flashing a little bit, but he might be good to go for the rest of the. Well, there's only like 1.5 laps to go for them, but he is still closing up on the back of Comfy.
The lower he is on fuel, the faster he'll be. So he must like that as long as there's 1 lap left. That's all he needs. Trying to F1, you can get back to 5th after.
Here we go, Ben. Last lap then. Yeah, he's going to get. He's going to probably make the run. He's going to go to the outside.
Yeah, how aggressive is Confi going to go here? This is the meat of the.
Oh, the GTR's got nothing on the Honda on the streets for sure. Yeah, there you go. He's just blitzed by like he's not even there.
That Nissan is fast. Godzilla's a strong car.
Yeah, I don't think Comfy's going to catch up with Yaya, especially with Comfy's tyres. So last lap and then out for these guys. But Rascal, pretty much second on the grid, effectively nearly like a lights to flag victory because he did lead in the first corner on the first lap. Comes out of Yunkao. It's going to be a comfortable win. Solid season there for Rascal. 3rd in race 1. I believe he got 3rd in race 2 in the non-streamed event at St. Croix. And he is going to take victory for Team RAC2. He flashes the lights, then weaves across the line. Victory for Rascal. What a drive, though, from Outlaw. And it was such a fantastic redemption from what happened at Spa back in round 1, where he fell down the pecking order. But P2, good confidence there from Outlaw.
Cortez has a massive run here. So
Comrade's going to cross the line in 3rd place, but I think Darth is just going to hold on to 4th place over Cortez. If there was another lap, I think Cortez would have had Darth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so Comrade
Just
crossed the
entering
line
slipstream
third,
range.
Dar
Yeah,
fourth,
not
Distinct
enough time.
fifth. Then we've got a bit of a gap then to see Vibes in sixth place, but it could be under a little bit of doubt with that push to pass on Shredding a couple of laps ago. And Shredding will be
Yeah,
very disappointed to cross the line seventh place after starting the race on pole. And here comes Yaya, cross, go on.
But you never know with investigations whether people get penalties or not. So see how the actual end result ends up. Could be different.
There's
Similarly
Kofi,
for
Comfy.
He did his best running as closely inside as he could there.
Sadly didn't spark up the tyres. And here comes the gatekeeper crossing the line in P10, and he ended up finishing 10 seconds nearly ahead of Shishiman. But again, those tyres are looking very worse for wear. And there he is across the line in P11, and that is it there. So Rasko with the win. What a drive though for Outlaw to finish in second.
Yeah, where did he start the race? Did he start in 6th, 7th?
Let me look back actually. He did start 6th on the grid. He started 6th, did Outlaw.
So that's up 4 places. That's very impressive, you know.
It was really the first stint that helped him, because there was a huge battle for second place, and that really helped him so much.
He seriously exploited that. It was a really clever and intelligent drive to do that. So,
yeah, and ended up finishing less than 10 seconds behind of Rasko there. So there's the unofficial race results. Rasko with the win, Outlaw second, Comrade third, Dar fourth, Distinct Cortez in fifth, Vibe sixth, Shredding seventh, Yaya eighth, Comfy ninth, Matty 10th, and Shishiman complete the field 1 minute and 15 seconds behind the winner Rasko. So that has been the B grade final. And that was another fun race like it was last week. And now we've got to wait, I believe, 2 weeks for the A grade final, which I think Rasko's going to join me in the booth with that. I believe. Yeah, I think, Rasko's going to join me for that. Yeah, it's the 4th of December, the A grade final, isn't it?
I'm actually not sure about the exact date, but yeah.
Anyway, it's something like that.
Might be next week.
I can't mind now. So. Fudge. Anyway, so we're going to end the broadcast.
We're great streamers here. We're very aware of the calendar or what's going to happen next.
So anyways, that's been the ARC World Cup B grade final. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Got the touring cars tomorrow, and I'm going to be making my debut out on track, hopefully. So I'm hoping that Rasko's going to be commentating and he's going to support me all the way, I hope. Probably not. But should be good fun. Looking forward to that then. So we're going to end the stream then. See you again tomorrow for the touring cars, and I think the 2 weeks away for the A grade final. Again, thank you again to Techno Guy for commentating late on, because if it was just myself, my voice would have been gone by now. But there you are. So so we'll just end the stream right now. So I've been Savvy. And he's been Techie. There you go. Just busy doing something else. And that's been the B grade final. We'll see you again tomorrow for the BTCC.